Welcome to the Glogster EDU tutorial. A glog is an online multimedia interactive poster. As you can see with this sample, a glog can contain text, photos, videos, graphics, sounds, links, and with some subscriptions, drawings, and data attachments. Glogster allows kids and teens the freedoms to create their own posters dedicated to whatever they want. Not only are blogs a creative platform for self-expression, they are also easily embedded or linked to on many social networking sites such as Facebook and Twitter. There are two sites where you can create a glog, Glogster and Glogster EDU. This tutorial will show you how to use Glogster EDU. This is a safer, more protected site with a focus on educational materials. Let's first take a moment to explore some of the educational purposes and uses for glogs, and then we'll continue on to learn how to create a glog. Lastly, we'll discuss some of the pros and cons of using Glogster EDU as an educational tool. Let's explore the Glogster EDU website at edu.glogster.com to discover the features and uses of the site. The first thing that I want to discuss is the different options available on Glogster EDU. You will notice that there are several types of subscription accounts. As a single licensed teacher, you have two options depending on the number of students you have and the kinds of features you want. The Teacher Premium account is their best seller, and I'm guessing the reason is that aside from the fact that many teachers of teenagers have more than 50 students at one time, this subscription also has many key features that the Teacher Lite account is missing. While you can create student accounts with the Teacher Lite subscription, the Teacher Premium subscription acts much like a learning management system. It allows you to set up classrooms, create assignments, give feedback to students, send messages to students, and grade assignments. Students can also create presentations and portfolios with this subscription. These two multi-license subscriptions share all the same features as the Teacher Premium, with the additional bonus that the student accounts can be shared among teachers. This can allow, for example, students to create cross-disciplinary posters with multiple teachers giving feedback and assessment. You can click here for more details on the features of the various accounts. Here is where you sign up for the free accounts. You can click here to register as a teacher. Once you have followed the simple registration process and then logged in, you will see your dashboard. As you can see, this dashboard shares some similarities with social networking sites. It displays if you are online, and you can change your message each time. There is also a Facebook-like profile that students can build to express themselves and feel ownership on the site, as well as connect to each other. Glogster EDU has done quite a bit to make this site appealing to teenagers, and this can go a long way toward helping them want to do an assignment. They have even added an aspect of gaming to appeal to that crowd. You gain G points by using Glogster. The more you use it, the more points you gain. Further down the page, you can see more similarities with social networking in that it displays the comments made about a glog, and you can also mark your favorite glogs. Used appropriately by students, there is a lot of potential for peer review and collaboration, as well as community building with the comments feature. With the Teacher Premium subscription, teachers can monitor these comments and delete them if necessary. There are a few more areas very useful for educational purposes that I would like to point out. The first is the Categories tab at the top. Here you will find the highest rated glogs, and below that, glogs from many subjects that you can use in your lessons. The next area is Contests under Promotions. Here you will see a list of contests for which students can create a glog that explores certain themes and submit it for prizes. I'm sure this Hunger Games contest that asks students to explore social and entertainment issues through a glog would be appealing to many. The last area is the resources link. This contains tutorials for how to use and incorporate glogs, and also some lesson ideas. Now let's move on to how to create a glog. From your dashboard, you can see several buttons to create a new glog. Click one. The first thing that comes up is an almost blank poster space. You can choose to get rid of the object that is already there by clicking on it and then clicking on the pink garbage can. You can see several options for adding objects at the top of the glog, but the most helpful tool is the magnet tool. This lets you add all these various elements to your glog. To add something, simply click the button. First, let's change the background of this glog. Here you can choose from any number of designs. They have quite a large selection to choose from. Let's just choose one from here. Notice that you can click on it and a larger version will appear here for you to preview it, and then you can click use it, or you can just click and drag to the canvas surface. I would also like to change the page wall. This is the background behind your glog. Let's say I'm going to do a glog on opera. The most important thing to add is a song. To do that, I'll click on sound. Then I will upload an aria. As you can see, because I've already created a glog, one was already uploaded here. But to show you the process, I'm uploading another version. While this is uploading, it will add a player. I think I will choose this one. And then I'll close out of this. To move an object, you can just click on it and drag it. You can also see that once you've clicked on an object, a new panel of editing options appears at the top. We've already discussed the delete option. These other buttons allow you to cancel changes, clone, push behind, or bring forward the object. The most options are offered via the edit button. For the sound edit options, you can change not only the color and the effects, but also the volume and autoplay options. Now I need to add some text. I will click on text and select this one from the pop rock category. By clicking on it, I have options at the top similar to that I had with sound. Selecting Edit gives us new options for the text object. With this one you can change the color of the graphic. This, you can add a link to this text box. With this you can change the font and the color and the text. And with this one you can change the effects of the text object. I'm going to select this. I'll leave the font what it is, but I want everything centered. I'll leave it black, but I want to increase the size because that's pretty small. and then I will hit apply. Now I'll edit what text is in here. I should let the students know what the name of the song is. And who it's by. And select OK. If I want this to come forward, I just click it and click the Bring It Forward button. I think I'll move it over a little as well. I also want to add a YouTube video of another opera aria, so I will choose Video and then Link. In here I can just paste the link for the YouTube video that I want to include. You can see that it's nice. Glogster keeps a library of everything that you have added to it. I'll add a player to this as well. Let's move this over here and let's shrink it a little. It's a little too big. Maybe rotate it a little as well. Move it down a little bit more. You can also move this down so that it's not so much in the way. Lastly, I want to add an image. Using the graphics button, you can add all kinds of clip art, but I want to add a picture of Mozart. This is done in the same way that you uploaded or linked to a sound or video. Now that everything is in place, I would like to preview it. Let's scroll back up to the top and click the preview button. This looks alright. So we'll go back to edit. And so now I want to publish this blog. You can click Save or Publish. Create a title for your blog. Select any categories that this fits under. Add any tags or topics that your blog deals with. Notice the option to mark it finished or unfinished before saving. If you mark it unfinished, you will only have the option of saving. If you mark your blog finished, you can save and publish it. When you click Save and Publish, a pop-up appears where you can get the link for your blog. This is how you will send your assignment to Mark Saltern. For your assignment, you will create a blog around the theme of your choice that includes at least one graphic, one video, and some text. Then publish it and copy the link into an email with the other assignments you are doing this week. Here is a simple blog I created to review the features and uses of Glogster EDU while discussing the pros and cons. Let's begin with the cons. While Glogster EDU isn't solely for kids and teenagers, some students might not view it as professional enough for college. Along those lines, a blog is a relatively small space for a student to explore a topic. Of course, there is the ability to link out to other sites and videos that give more information, but that information is generally not student-produced, thus limiting the amount that the students actually write themselves. Overall, however, Glogster EDU is a great resource for encouraging creativity and a good platform for collaboration. Students might see it as a chance to express themselves more fully than in other assignments, and the social networking feel of the site might also contribute to its appeal. From the teacher's perspective, using blogs and lessons would reach out to various types of learners, visual, auditory, etc. Glogster EDU also has a sizable library of blogs for teachers to draw on when creating lessons. The learning management system aspect of Glogster EDU can also help teachers easily create more exciting assignments for students and manage those assignments. This is the end of the tutorial for Glogster EDU.